you're looking for a house with a unique but simple design which ticks all your survival world boxes, this stacked modern house might be the one for you. You could start by building stepping stones to get to your floating house. Now that you're there, you'd have to build this rectangular shape, but make sure you have 3 blocks of space inside. This would also be a good time to build the roof. Now let's make it look good. You could build this window design on each side to add some detail, while having a large glass pane window on the side will look fantastic later. If smooth quartz is too difficult to get, you could make this house out of pale oak as well, but you'd still need to get in, which is an opportunity for a welcoming entrance in front. Now let's add those survival essentials. As you enter, having a bed right there could be really convenient, while having a few utility blocks close by would be helpful too. This hole I'm building here looks cool, but it'll make sense in a few seconds. So let's take this to the next level. You see, by building another frame on top of this one but rotating it by 90 degrees and following all the same steps, you could add a second room to the house. There would be enough room in here for a portal, as well as a ton of storage to store your survival world items. You could even include a farm in the middle to plant some wheat, because bread. As an extra step to add more detail, you could give the outside a spruce trapdoor frame. Now let's finish this off. You could definitely repeat this process one more time for some extra space. On a side note, you should probably add a skylight over the storage to make sure they can open. The top room could include a max enchanting table for OP gear, as well as a brewing stand next to it for convenience. You could add a bit more storage on the side and create a waterfall which flows down to that hole at the bottom. If you'd like to add a bit more detail, some end rods and chains could look like a bit of support as well. This is simple but can be difficult to build. The next house is bigger but easier to build. If you're looking for an upgrade to your typical hole in the mountain with all your survival world essentials, this mountain house might be the one for you. You'd want to start by digging the purple hole 11 blocks deep, the blue 7 and the green 5 blocks deep from the top. This will give you space to build an oak log frame around the hole, which you could fill in with oak or spruce planks. I'm also quite a fan of using stone bricks on the walls. The next step is to repeat this for the other 3 holes as well. Now let's make it usable. This hole, which was initially colored with green, is the entrance and will need to be turned into a staircase. Once you're inside, you could divide the middle section into 2 with a small balcony, but you should also build a staircase to make sure you can get up and down. Now before we go any further, we should handle the food situation to make sure you don't starve. You could build a crop farm on each side to plant wheat, because bread. Now let's add the important stuff. The top balcony area could be used for bulk storage as well as a bedroom for convenience. The side chambers could be turned into animal pens because you need protein for the gains. Progression is important, so the back wall at the bottom could be made into a Pether Nortel with a brewing station for pots next to it. You may want stronger gear for your more advanced adventures, so including an enchanting table would be a good idea too. But let's cover this up. In order to do that, you'd have to place a layer of glass in line with the oak logs. Now by using stripped oak logs, stairs, buttons and trapdoors, you could build a beautiful frame for each room. This house is great, but the next one is even better for convenient survival use. If you're looking for a survival house which is convenient to use and covers all your basic survival needs, look no further than this underground house. You'd have to start by digging this hole 5 blocks deep into the ground. Now we can transform this space. Spruce planks will work great as a floor in the small hole, while oak planks will give it a lighter tone. This will be the entrance to the base, so make sure to build a staircase. We can turn it up a notch by using a stone and furnace pattern in the floor for the middle room, but keep it simple with more oak planks for the walls. Now that the other room is built, you could add an entrance like this between them. Now let's add the basic essentials. You could build a maximum enchanting table in one of the corners with a bunch of storage stacked next to that. The opposite wall has potential to be turned into a Pether Nortel if the sound doesn't bother you, while there's enough space on the sides for utility and a bedroom to set your respawn point. In the theme of saving space, you could integrate a crafting table pattern into the floor. Now let's go above and beyond. If you place grass in the bottom of these side chambers and cover the walls with a layer of oak planks, while also including more storage in the walls with chests and barrels, you could have a really nice animal pen. However, if you were to repeat this process in the longer shape that's left, you could have a massive crop farm for wheat because animal production and bread. Now to cover it up, you could place a layer of glass over the top with smooth stone slabs all over the walls for aesthetics. If you like these houses, I've got a video with 3 more for you to check out next.